Hello there. The question we have here says consider the region bounded by y equals the square root of x, y equals 1, and the y-axis. If this region is rotated about the x-axis and sliced vertically, the volume slices will most likely resemble which of the following shapes? Now the first one you have here is discs, the next is washers, the next is dryers, and the last one is cylindrical shells. A very good way to attempt a question like this is to give a diagrammatic representation of the problem statement. So I'm going to go ahead by drawing my x and y axis as my first attempt. So let's say we have our x-axis and we have our y-axis. So I'm going to go ahead and label that as my x and my y-axis. So let's call this x, my x, and I'm going to call this my y-axis. Now I've been told that a particular region is bounded by y equals the square root of x. This is y equals the square root of x. Now how does y equals the square root of x, how does it look like? So it has this kind of shape here, something like this. So let's say it goes in this direction. So this is the line of y equals the square root of x. That's the first thing we've answered here. Now the next one says y equals 1. So the region is also bounded by y equals 1. So for y equals 1, now this is line 1 here. Let's say you have 1 here. So definitely y equals 1 is going to be this line that goes in this direction, something like this. So this is the line y equals 1, and it says that the region is also bounded by the y-axis. That's the third boundary. So it's bounded by the y-axis. Now this is your y-axis here, and this is the y-axis. Now without missing words, it says so the region we've enclosed. Now you'd observe that this is the region that we've enclosed. So this is our region here. You have this, you have this. So this is the region enclosed. So let's just stick in it just to make things a little fancy. Yep, so that's the region. Now it says that if this region is rotated about the x-axis and sliced vertically, the volume slices will most closely resemble which of the following shapes? Okay, let's take this one by each. Now if this region is rotated about the x-axis, now if the region is rotated about the x-axis, so definitely the x-axis is the axis of rotation. So this is my x-axis. So let me just represent the axis of rotation by dotted lines so that I would know exactly what we're doing. Okay, now this is my axis of rotation, and then I've been told that this object here rotates about this axis of rotation. So definitely it's going to have an exact replica at the other side of the axis of rotation. So let's just sketch let's sketch an image of this like a mirror or something like this. So it's not really accurate, but just so that you have a glimpse of what's happening here. Now this object here rotates about this. We are told to find what shape exactly does this look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a sketch of what it looks like. So since we're using vertical slices, so we've been told to use vertical slices. Now when we have a vertical slice, if we have that round here and we have a vertical slice like this, so the vertical slice intersects this region at this area here, and it also intersects this region at this area here. So now what we know is this object here is rotating. Now what we just need to do is just draw the shape that is formed after or during the rotation of this object around the x-axis, and this is the shape that we're going to obtain. So this is our axis of rotation. We have this going this way, and then we also have we have the object. It's going to form a cylindrical shape, like you can see. So you have this, and then you have this. So this is what's going to shape. This is what's going to form. Now you'd observe that when we shaded this object here, when we shaded the region, we neglected the areas here. So because we neglected the area here, it simply implies that there's going to be a hole in the slice. So there's going to be a hole in the slice. There's going to be a hole in the slice. So this is the shape that is going to form. So we're told that what the question just says is, what shape or what does this look like? What exactly does this slice look like? This is not a disc, it is not a dryer, and it is not a cylindrical shell. So the only thing that looks like our answer is washers. So the answer is washers anyway. So that's the solution. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment box below.